said Toyotas were reliable. That's supposed to be on there.
Jeez, that's unfortunate. All right, so it looks like we need to find a family four-wheel drive that doesn't do that. All right, so we're gonna go over to a mate's place and test drive a Ford Everest because we believe that that's going to stand up to the new Toyota Prado. Technically it's a mum car, so maybe I should get a mum along for this as well. Hey Amy, get in the car because we're gonna go check something out. All right, so you can come, but just don't say anything. You just gotta look like a mum while you're there, all right? So guys, we've picked up the Everest and it is actually the Platinum version. Is it a mum bus? Not really, so babe, yeah, thanks, you're not needed, just... Oh. All right, so let's have a good look at it. All right, so what is powering the Ford Everest range? You've actually got two options, which is pretty cool. If you want to go something a little bit smaller than what's in the Platinum, they do have a 2-litre bi-turbo engine. But if you want to be a real man, get yourself the 3-litre V6 turbo. This is the actual same engine that we had in our Ford Ranger because basically it's a Ranger with a bum on the back of it. So you've got two options, whereas compared to the Prado, you've only got the Nebel Late and the 2.8 option, and that's it, no matter what you buy from those guys. So, yeah, you know, two options, I reckon it's a little bit better. All right, another good thing about the Everest as well that I do like is that there is a little bit of space under here. So you can actually fit things like dual battery systems. You've got enough room for fuel filters, oil air separator setups, and they actually do a fair bit of good stuff with your aftermarket, that is, when it comes to your electrical setups. We've done a few, and this engine bay works really, really nicely for that as well. All right, so aside from the Platinum, which is what we have here today, the Ford range in the Everest comes with a plethora of options. So you got the Platinum, then it steps down into the newly released Tremor. Then you've got the Sport version, which apparently is a very, very popular one. Then you've got the Trend, and then you've got the Ambiente. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not, but that's what I'm calling it. Also, another great thing about the Everest platform is that it has been out for a little bit longer than the Prado. So you've got things like stainless snorkels, you've got Safari R-Max and V-Spec available for these vehicles. So your options are definitely way better than the Prado, which, you know, it's a brand new model, so yes, give it a bit of grace. Things are only starting to happen for those right now. So another win for the Ford Everest.
It's fantastic.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about towing and payload in these bad boys. If you had a van, you throw it on the back, you go away for the weekend, sure, it'll do it. If you want to stick your whole family in there with the cat and the dog and all your gear and tow the van, is it going to do it? Maybe. You'd have to be a little bit careful, but I've got a fix for that because, again, the Everest has been out for a little while, guys. We got GVMs up our sleeve to keep you covered for however much gear you want to put in there. Prado, not so much, so it's losing again. Yeah, maybe it's coming, but right now, yeah, it's not my pick of the bunch. Okay guys, so looking at the vehicles side by side and size wise, the Prado does edge out in front of the Everest a little bit longer. Does that sacrifice its drivability around town, car parks, all that kind of thing? Maybe, but looking at them, being in them, I reckon it's a bit of a tie.
Oh, tight, yeah.
Well, let's talk about the interior on the Everest now. Seating wise, pretty much across the whole range, you're gonna get 7-seat option. Does vary a little bit in how the rear seats operate. The Platinum does have full electric rear seats, and your More basic models, they kind of get rid of that as it goes. However, with the rear seat folded, you do end up with 898 litres of rear storage capacity, which is pretty good. Like you can see, this has got leather, and as you go down the range, it obviously goes into cloth and all that type of thing, but there is a massive amount of options and choices when it comes to interior, depending on the model that you're looking for. So the Everest does have a fair bit of amount of room in the rear, as I said before, but you've got a massive amount of options in the rear of these things for aftermarket upgrades as well. Drawer systems, fake floor systems, anything that you could think of, you can do it in here, and it's going to give you a massive amount of storage space for either touring, off-roading, or weekenders.
He's the best. Love it.
Well, technology, Ford's definitely hit the nail on the head, I think, in the cabin. So you got a full digital dash, which is obviously displaying all your important bits and pieces that you need to be seeing. You can change that to however you want to view it, so it is very customizable for whatever you want to be looking at. You've got wireless car chargers, you got Apple Android Auto on this 12-inch touchscreen. The thing's huge. You've got climate control, dual zone. You've got drive modes as well. On this one, it is a full-time four-wheel drive. You can do 4 high, 4 auto, 4 low.
I do not suppose you could have speed things up.
All your different modes. It's got lane keeping assist. It's got adaptive cruise control. It's got everything, mate. Oh, favourite feature that I like about this thing. Panoramic sunroof. Only a feature in the Platinum.
I'll take it from here, Gil.
No, wait. No, you can't take my sale. My wife's gonna leave me if I don't start bringing in the green.
All right, so before you come for me in the comments, look, I've got a Toyota Prado here. This one's very nice. It's in the black. It's very cool. It's very sleek looking. Look, if you're Team Prado, make sure you put in the comments below that, yes, we should go and actually do an episode on this thing. If you're Team Everest, tell us why. If you were previously a Prado owner and you've moved into an Everest space, put it in the comments below why you moved, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the episode, and I will catch you guys next time at the Boar Shed. Have a wonderful time. Catch you. See you. Bye. Fuck off, yeah, learner driver. So it's kind of got everything you need without being rubbish. My jocks were showing. Were they Asian? Your face. She's like, not putting that on YouTube.